Bandwidth for all shows on the Aussie Tech Heads network is supplied by Aussie Tech Heads web hosting. For a fast, affordable and reliable Australian server with fantastic support, contact Aussie Tech Heads web hosting at aussietechheads.com.au. Aussie Tech Heads, Australia's best hosting service.
Of Aussie Tech Heads this week. We've got a heaps of stories and heaps of news to tell you, and also a special guest is back, so we'll talk to him in just a second. He's going to stay with us for the whole show. But first of all, we are always brought to you by athwebhosting.com.au, Aussie Tech Heads web hosting. Nice little Australian service. If you ever want your web page hosted here on Australian soil, well, you know where to go. All right, what have you guys been up to, eh? Nothing much? Cool. All right, let's see who's in the lounge tonight. We have got, in the hosting lounge that is, we don't have Will and we don't have Warlock, but we do have Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hello, gentlemen. How do you do? Just watching a Coles ad on the stream now.
Oh, good.
That's all.
Just keep clicking. Keep clicking.
just having fun.
That's right. Now you got a
kicking butt and taking names. What?
You got a golf shirt on tonight. Is that someone playing golf? Oh, it's a
Polo
horse.
shirt, mate. Golf shirt.
Oh, I couldn't see the horse. I just could see the club in the air.
Horse.
Yeah, the other side. Oh, yeah, nice, good work. And you've met this other guy before. He's been on the show a couple of months ago, and since then he's been to the US 3,000 times. He's been to Taiwan 5,000 times, and he is none other but our local resident PayPal Braintree developer advocate. Steve Cooper, how you doing?
Hello.
You've been all around the world and you get stuck with internet in Gosford.
I do, but it will be upgraded soon. So, yeah, I live in hope that it will get better, and hopefully I manage to maintain my connection while we're talking.
Last time was a bit dodgy, wasn't it? But I think you were saying you were getting NBN soon at Gosford.
Yeah, Q1 we get NBN, and then so yeah, I'm all signed up, ready and waiting.
Oh, nice. So it's actually past your house. It's actually in the footpath.
They actually installed it about 2 months ago, and I was ringing up going, gimme, but they were like, nope, not yet. So I have to wait until have to wait.
Do you know what sort of plan you're getting? Have you gone
the best
far?
one? Hello.
The fastest possible. Just seriously,
exactly.
Just park an exchange right out front of my door.
Exactly. Give me the backbone in my toilet.
Yeah.
Yep.
What would the fastest? That'd be what is the fastest? 100 down, 100 up?
No, the fastest is about what? A gig, couple of gigs down, gig up, university speeds. No Stanford University speeds.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. I mean, anything over a meg's probably going to be good.
Yeah. Anything. What are you now? You look like you're probably about 6 down, if that.
Yeah, it would probably be about that. I'm running on dial-up.
Yeah. There's a Milo who sits in our lounge most weeks, who's been with us since day one. He's internet ADSL 2. I think he's down in now. He can hardly watch the show. Most of the time he bails and catches it on the download. But it's hopeless. It's hopeless. All right, let's kick off. Well, first of all, we've got an email from Matt. Now, I don't know if it was last week, Eric, or a couple of weeks ago, we were mentioning the size of Xbox games, but we got it wrong. I think we apparently we said that a game was about 100 gig in size.
Well, someone said that.
Yes.
Your Honour, I cannot recall.
So, but apparently, do you know how much the typical Xbox game in size would be, Steve? Any guesses?
Well, they're Blu-ray discs, so I'm guessing like 30, 40 gigs easy.
Yes, well, Maddie's let us know that 100 gig is wrong. Average is 4 to 40 gig. So the highest being Halo Master Chef. Apparently, at
Master Chief.
Sorry,
Master Chef. What you? Or is it? What's it?
It's Matt
Grand
Preston.
Theft Big Brother.
Matt Preston edition, and it comes in at the massive
the cravat fat ass edition.
58.8 gig. So that is getting out there, which is 4 games in one, plus a beta for Halo 5. So he enjoys the podcast and enjoys the view. So good on you, Matt. Thanks for listening and thanks for giving us some feedback. Excellent work.
Thanks for pointing out our error.
Excellent work. Eric likes his errors
bastard.
pointed out. Yes. All right. Let's find out what's been going on news-wise. Microsoft have released a patch out of cycle. Now, this is apparently not normally done because we all know it's Patch Wednesdays over here in Australia. But did you know they're trying to get away from Patch Wednesday and call the patch terminology, and they're trying to educate everyone to be calling it the Update Wednesday. So keep that in.
It's very hard to change 20 years of actual patches because the software was so crappy that that's actually what it was, a patch.
Well, then the software was originally released unfinished, if you believe the show, Silicon Valley and all that. Was that the show? That name of the show, wasn't it? Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Probably is. Probably what is they Windows 8 still unfinished. That's why they're going to bring Windows 9 out in about 6 months.
Hey Steve, what happened to Windows 9? Do you reckon?
Well, yeah, that's right. They skipped it, didn't they? They're gone to 10 now, haven't they?
That's right. So
Well, that's right.
you obviously don't care.
You know what it was? You know when you travel from the States and you come back here and you lose a day?
Yeah.
They had it on the plane. It was Windows 9. When they got here, it was Windows 10.
Yeah.
They lost it. They lost a day. Lost an edition.
Now, talking about dates, Steve, you've been quite busy, haven't you? Really, you've been to the States so many times, but in this last month, coming up to Christmas, you've been once and going back again. Give us a bit of a rundown. We'll leave that Microsoft story. Give us a rundown on your meanderings first, please.
So I literally just came back yesterday from San Jose, where we had the BattleHack World Finals. Now I think I was on last time talking about BattleHack Sydney, which is where we had 200 odd developers in a room, and they had to develop an app using PayPal and Braintree in 24 hours, then present to a panel of judges. So we took the winning team from that over to San Jose to take part in the BattleHack World Finals, which was on the weekend. I slept about an hour the entire weekend. Was loads of there's a picture of the winners. So the Aussie guys did really, really well. There was literally a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going into their app. In the end, Tel Aviv won it. So they did an app that would let you share your Wi-Fi connection. You pay via PayPal, and you could basically rent someone's Wi-Fi connection.
Wow.
So for someone that travels overseas a lot, I can completely, utterly see a use for this app.
Yes. There would be a Wi-Fi connection would come up on your phone as available, and you'd just go, I want to rent some, pay the dude.
Yep.
Gives you the password or something.
Yep, that lets you connect through the actual app itself.
Wow. So is this the same? Is this the same software, say, that they took to their qualifying battle hack, or is this a total?
No. This is what they actually built in 24 hours. So they built and designed this entire app and got it working and demoed it in front of the panel of judges.
Yeah, right.
And they did amazing work. I mean, all the hackers did absolutely amazing. I was there with them the entire time. So,
and what's
what went into it?
Yeah. What's the atmosphere like when there's a room full of hackers? Is there joviality, or is it serious? Is there stress? Is there swearing? Beer drinking? What's the vibe?
So at first, and the world final is somewhat different to your average hack. I mean, BattleHack in general is different to your average hackathon. Like it really is a major production. Like we have a production crew. We have a full schedule run through of where, like, even as staff, where I have to be, what I have to say, like what we're doing. There's a complete and utter itinerary, but World Finals is a whole other level again. So it was fully decked out. We had ice sculptures, we had DJs. We even had a VIP mentors dinner where we had the likes of Bill Reddy, the CEO of Braintree, at the table with the hackers. John Donahoe was there, the eBay president. So we had this really high caliber of sort of mentors. Hopefully, I see my camera flicking on and off, so hopefully I'm still there.
Yeah, you're still there. You're right.
But it was really like a complete whole other level of hackathon. And this was my first World Finals. Not obviously I can't take part, but I'd love to. But
Yeah.
Yeah, this was, I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah, right. So it looks like a bit of a party atmosphere after the Tel Aviv one. So how many countries were represented? Were there? Is it Asia Pacific?
14 teams all up, which I think we had a couple of American, a couple of European teams. It might have been about 10, 12 countries all up. So
Nice.
people from all over the world. There was teams there from everywhere.
And how did the Aussies go? Did we get a place, or did we just
We didn't end up in the top 3, but the guys did extremely well.
top 14?
Yeah, we ended at the top 40.
Yeah,
There you go.
Lovely.
The hack the Aussie guys came up with was good. They actually were one of the few to use the 3D printers that we had on hand.
Oh, sweet.
So they created an app that would let you basically an offline social media app. So, and it was around the whole premise of breaking the ice. So they had like a 3D printed ice cube with some hardware inside, and that would let you connect with people around with similar interests.
That's wild, isn't it? Imagine letting these guys loose. Like that's
Well,
wild.
That's literally what we did. We gave them like all this tech. There was we had Philips light bulbs. We had, and I actually went on a few shopping runs to get extra stuff that they would need, like sandpaper and putty and
And
probably the weirdest thing I got asked to go shopping for was 3 cans of soup.
really? What was that for? To eat? Or what?
No. So the Canadian team who came second were using it for OCR to be able to for blind people to be able to see labels and stuff on cans.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
yeah, I had pretty particular. The first time I bought soup in the US, like from the supermarket.
So,
yeah.
because I know you've only been associated with Battle Hack. How long's it been going? Do you know the Battle Hack concept?
This is the second year, and I'm already in planning for for next year, so it'll be 3 years.
Now, do you find from just from what happens after Battle Hack, do any of these ideas make it to, say, production and then to a fully fledged product?
Yeah, actually, we see if you go through the Russian guys that won last year, they actually took the $100,000 and started their own agency. So they all quit their day jobs, they bought some stuff and started their own business.
Yeah.
And quite often, it's off the publicity alone. Even if you don't win, like the publicity alone, being able to sort of build from that and get some more, build something from it. It's opportunity.
Now, did just the winners, or did everyone go home with the finalists go home with an axe? Or was that just the winners?
No, so everyone there had an axe from their individual cities.
That's
so
right,
every
yes.
time they won, they conquered their city, they got axes. The winners, though, got gold axes.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Nice work. Yeah, so that's very exciting. I watched, I believe it was streamed live on YouTube, but I didn't see it live, but I did watch some of it as a replay. So that was, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was streamed live, and of course I was standing right there. I was really tired, but I was standing there. It was amazing.
Yeah, and were you one of the judges?
No. We had Bill Reddy and some other just sort of high profile. No,
Right.
I definitely not. I was actually one of the people doing one of the team doing code review though. So there was 3 of us doing code reviews. I was going through checking all their code to make sure everything was as it should be.
Yeah, and now you've come back from San Jose, and now you're home for 2 hours, and you're going back again. Is that right?
Yeah. So I've got I'm in Melbourne next week for a couple of events. Then I'm in Wollongong for the university hackathon, Hackagong in Wollongong next weekend.
Sweet.
Yeah, next weekend. And then I come back for another hackathon in Sydney, home for 3 days, and off to Miami.
Oh, that's a hard life, Miami. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It's a long way to go.
Yes, it would be. Yes. Have you been to Miami, Eric?
No, I haven't.
A place of interest for you?
Not really.
And what, have you got any interest in Battle Hack?
Not really.
No. Okay. Well, you
yes,
might.
you have.
He's got a little pilot flame of interest. Not to be extinguished. I'll blow some air on it soon. So get it going again. Now, all right. Well, let's go back to the Microsoft Kerberos patch. I don't know if that's how you say it. Steve, you got any ideas? Kerberos patch?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right. Now, this security bulletin covers a privilege escalation vulnerability in the the Kerberos security subsystem. So anyway, it's not important to us, the normal Joe. Apparently, it's in all the Windows systems. But however, it's only really called into action if you are on a server with Active Directory or a similar network environment. So only servers and the like are risk of attack, and only if the attacker already has valid credentials for the domain. So there you go. We'd be pretty safe, I think, unless we're running a server. Eric, that'd be you. You better look out for that. You better update Patch Wednesday.
Oh, mate, it does automatically. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you'll go in tomorrow. It'd be all down. That'd be
No, I log in. It does it every. What's today? Yeah, it would have done it already. Wednesday. It would have done it. Would have done it last night.
Oh yeah, sweet, nice. Now moving on. How about now? This is probably a story that everyone's jumping up and down with. Netflix. I guess we're all waiting for Netflix Australia.
Yeah, I think it was just a matter of time, but I'll wait and see what they've got on offer.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have the full catalogue.
Oh, they won't. Not initially. They don't, because they got licensing agreements with Foxtel and whatnot. They can't just take that away from them.
No. So there's
But over time, they'll build up their library.
Now, yeah, apparently it's going to be. It's been announced. It's going to be available from March 2015. Long rumored, apparently, as we know. Netflix hosts its video content in the Amazon Web Services S3 storage service. That's a mouthful, isn't it? And has developed its own content delivery network, the Open Connect CDN, on top of Amazon Web Services EC2 compute service. Now, the only one that knows what we're talking about would be Steve, because I know he's into Amazon. But ISPs in Australia and New Zealand approached by IT News, where this story had originally come from. Not surprised by today's announcement. Speaking on condition of anonymity, citing commercial confidence, several said they had already begun negotiations with Netflix and started to prepare their networks with Open CDN, caches and peering arrangements with Netflix via the AWS instance housed in Sydney's Equinox data centre. Oh, it's all technical. What's going on? ISPs in Australia and New Zealand. Oh, it's the same paragraph. Oh, there you go. I did it twice. So, Netflix, good or bad, Steve? What's your opinion on Netflix? Get rid of Foxtel, get Netflix?
It's a brilliant service, and I think video streaming is where things are going to go. As for whether 200,000 plus current subscribers are going to switch over to an Australian connection when they're already VPNing and getting different content in the US, another question.
Yeah, is that the figure? It's about 220,000.
That was the last one I heard a couple of months ago. And that's only an estimate because, I mean, how do you tell?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, apparently there's a few people, 220 people doing it, 1,000 people doing it. So yeah, so I don't know. Like, I suppose, is this going to put a strain on our network, our broadband?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, Steve's point is exactly right. Why would you switch to pay possibly more money here in Australia, because we always pay the Australian sucker tax to get less content, so they'll stay where they are. Secondly, it's a well-known fact that between the hours of about 7 till 10 at night in a lot of major cities in the States, the internet grinds to a halt because of Netflix.
Yeah, right.
Because everyone's going, right, Netflix, kids are going to bed, let's see what's on, nothing on TV, bang on the Netflix. Just the traffic, everyone hits the highway.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
do you think Netflix can succeed, seeing that, like, say, Steve there, or at the moment in Gosford, and Milo down there in Nowra?
No, they won't be getting it.
Yeah. So
look, if you've got a cable connection or an NBN connection, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But if you've got a standard ADSL connection of anything less than 15 megabits, you're going to grind to a halt, I reckon.
Yes.
So I know someone locally on a similar connection to me that's VPNing it, and yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And
look, I don't know if they've got the technology that compresses the signal, but still gives you a good picture. Like, when you're on streaming websites, you can watch a flash stream of something, and it's a very small file, but it's crisp and clear. So maybe if they've got that going on, that sort of thing going on, you might be fine.
Does Netflix buffer? Like, if it's having trouble, it just...
Yeah, it'll buffer. Yeah, it will.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buffers.
Yeah, cool. All right.
I'll
yeah.
give it a shot. I'm not poo-pooing it. That's for damn sure. Definitely be giving it a shot.
Yeah.
I guess the difference is going to be for the likes of Presto, because I actually tried Presto as well. That's the subsidiary of Foxtel that has like the video streaming.
Oh, yeah.
They only do SD. So when you
what?
bring up
SD?
yeah, they only
That'd be
do
like
SD.
watching you.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Wow. So
And when you try and set up on a decent sized TV, yeah, you're gonna basically see exactly this picture.
Yeah, I'll put Presto up on a 4K screen. How'd that go?
Yeah.
so you've heard Stan, Steve?
Stan.
Stan?
Stan's an idiot.
You haven't heard of Stan?
No. What's the Stan?
Stan is the channel.
Go to stan.com.au.
Stan is the Channel 9 version of something or other, but apparently it's going to be HD. So, yeah, give it a go, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, just Stan. They've just called it Stan. I don't know why. Just probably that's the guy who thought of it. What should we call it?
Stupid television advertorial nuff.
Well, they probably gone, hey, what should we call it, Stan? Yeah, okay.
Hey, Stan! Stan!
Yeah.
Stan! Oh, fuck it. I'm going to call it Stan. Oops, swear word, edit.
Yeah, that's great. Let me just write that one down. That's 23, 25. Good work.
There you go. Good one.
All right. Now, all right, so let's get off Netflix. And what's the next one? Has anyone else, have you got any stories, Eric, that you come across through the week?
I was actually going to put the Netflix one up.
Oh, rightio. Have you got anything else to say about Netflix?
No, except for I think they will make inroads. Foxtel will see a dip in their revenue, and they'll just then start pulling out, better deals for their packages, which will benefit the people who are still on it. So, look, this could be a good thing overall for everybody, not just Foxtel will roll their prices, Quick Flicks will roll their prices, Netflix will roll their, we'll get in there. It could be a good thing.
Well, Foxtel's already decreased their prices by $25 for the basic package.
Well, they're starting. That's right, and then they know Stan's coming. So
yes,
there's other players coming as well. I can't say who, but I know that there are.
Oh, no doubt. I reckon there's probably 2 or 3 coming. Am I right?
Yeah. There's a couple that I know we've been working with, so yeah.
There you go. Can't say much.
No.
So would you even say that as far as, so we pretty much say that ADSL probably can't really handle too much of all this sort of stuff. But even with the cable, I know you get, is cable able to, if everyone in your street of, say, 50 houses wanted to watch Netflix at the same time, is cable good enough to handle that? Do we reckon?
Well, first thing is that we don't know how many people in the street are on cable.
No,
that's the first thing. Secondly, look, I don't know. There's going to come a point that it will grind if everyone on the street has cable and everyone on the street is on Netflix. But what are the chances of 100% of the people on your street that are actually signed up to cable? A lot of people who've got cable in their street just ring up Telstra and go, I want ADSL, because that's what they know. And they're not even on. They're not even on cable. So the chances of 100% of the people in the street being on cable and those same people signing up for Netflix, highly unlikely.
I can't believe, I go around to people's houses and, probably half a dozen I've come across so far say that you walk in and the internet is just pus.
Dog slow, yeah.
It is dog slow. And I say, who are you with? They go, Optus. And I go, geez, that's really slow. And I was like, it's about one down, and
meanwhile they've got cable because they're watching Foxtel. What are you doing?
Yeah, and so you look around and you go, you got Foxtel. What are you doing? And so you push
people don't click. It doesn't click that if you've got Foxtel, you can get cable.
Yeah,
because
but anyway.
they're stupid. I don't know.
Oh no, it's just no, people don't know. People aren't aware of this sort of stuff. All right, let's go across to looks like Samsung. Now they've got 1,000 phones out on the market. Apparently
every week.
Yeah, but apparently that's all going to stop. They're cutting down the number of models because they're apparently not making any money.
Too fragmented.
Yeah, an almost 50% drop in profit during the third quarter earnings last month after reporting a 20% drop 3 months earlier. So
you reckon Tim Cook was punching the air?
Probably. Yeah, a couple of high fives with Johnny Ives in the tea room.
In the spaceship.
Yes. Now, Samsung had blah, blah, blah. So Samsung previously had a lot of success versus its competition by doing what Patrick Moorhead likes to call the spray and pray method. Oh
no, the shotgun method, the buckshot method.
Yes. So now, Patrick, if you're wondering, Patrick Moorhead, I should tell you that he is the president and principal at Moore Insights and Strategy. So the spray and pray method. Have you ever adopted? Steve, you ever adopted a spray and pray? No.
Spray and pray.
Have you ever
dropping out?
Yes.
When you're out?
No.
As a developer?
When you're out, what about when you're out at nightclubs?
Yeah. maybe.
Maybe when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, but no.
Yeah. If Eric, spray and pray, spray some figures around and pray they all add up.
I'm a very targeted individual.
Good to hear. Now, if you wanted any size, waterproof, standard, one with a pen, one without a pen, they offered pretty much every type of model everywhere. That is actually a really good move when you are a giant in the industry. You don't have to determine what people on the whole want because you're offering everything. So anyway, that's all coming to a stop. Now, apparently this is going to slow. You won't see an immediate slow, but apparently this is going to start. You'll see the reduction in models probably about Q2 next year.
Right.
That's in second quarter, not Q2 10. Second quarter next year. All right. So we're all across that one. That was good. Now, here's a good one for you. This would be one after your own heart, Steve. A 5-year-old passes Microsoft Certified Professional exam. How's he going?
Smart cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Yeah. So, are you a Microsoft professional, Steve?
No, I am not. No.
What are you?
I mean, I know that I'm a self-taught developer.
There you go.
Yeah. I guess this just shows. I've turned my video off too, so it's less grainy and more connected.
Oh, okay. We've got just.
So that might help. Oh, there we go. Comes up my picture now.
Yes.
But yeah, this just shows you what Microsoft have done though over the years is position themselves as like the easy to use operating system that is ingrained into the culture now. So they're picking them up at younger ages.
Years old though. So, but this guy, Ayan Qureshi, from Coventry in the UK, has become the youngest person to pass the Microsoft Certified Professional exam. Now, his father found that whatever he was telling him the next day, little Ayan would remember everything he said, everything that Dad said. So he started to feed him more information, giving more and more and more. And then Ayan's mastery of the motherboard convinced him to enter him for the Microsoft exam. The exam, which takes around 2 to 3 hours to complete, includes up to 90 multiple choice questions. Now, here's a sample question. I've got a sample question. It'll be good to see if Eric would know the answer to this.
Know the answer? All right. Do you know the answer? All right. I haven't read it yet.
I'll read it. You won't know, but it'll be good to hear a comment. Now, you have a computer that runs Windows 7. You start the computer and receive the following error message. Boot MGR is missing. Press Control Alt Delete to restart.
Right.
You then start the computer from a Windows 7 installation media. You need to ensure that the computer successfully starts Windows 7. What are the 2 possible ways to achieve this goal? A, run startup repair. B, run system restore. C, run boot rec rebuild BCD. Or D, run BCD edit create.
Can you make? Is there a possible 2 answers like?
Yes.
C and D or A and B?
Yes, there's 2. You need to...
There's 2. All right,
what
A or B?
Yeah. Steve, you got any ideas?
I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, or 2. There's 2. I would have said the same as you guys.
Yeah.
A and B.
I've come across this problem.
Yes. Yeah, I've just... I've come across it too. I just read...
And the only reason I know the answer is because it gave me the absolute beeps and I just... and I worked it out.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do. Like, if you got the disc there, you might as well put it in and see if you can do a startup repair. So anyway, Ayan reportedly spends 2 hours a day. He's a smart cookie, learning about operating systems. So he just sits there learning about operating systems.
Well, he gets it from someone. His old man's a programmer, so...
Yeah. We'll make him a PC Pro columnist as soon as he's old enough to break the child labour laws, all right. Well, there he is. So that's all right. That's pretty good.
At least he's not making the computer on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, like, he must, 5 years old. How much? Like, geez, like my little bloke 6. I don't know. He wouldn't remember.
This bloke hasn't even started school yet, mate.
Yeah, I know. Like I suppose I know you got to start them young, haven't you? Like the little daughter, she's said she wanted to build a web page, so I'm going to show her how to do that, just like a WordPress thing.
You got to start them when they're young. They're sponges. They retain everything.
Yes.
You could teach a kid 3 languages from the age of 0 to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's interesting because her little friends at school, they're all Japanese little friends, and she's coming home starting to talk Japanese.
Good on her.
Yeah.
Keep at it. That's excellent.
Yeah. So I downloaded her a little app on the iPad, how to learn Japanese and all this, and yeah, she's taking it and running with it. So
Good.
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, laughing. All right, Steve, did you have anything else or anything you wanted to talk about this week?
So I just got, I'm going to try and put my video back on. So I actually got one of the toys that I picked up in the US because I just got the Moto 360 watch. No, that looks terrible.
That's all right. I've got a graphic.
Anyway. Oh, wait, and the little charger. Yeah, that looks terrible. Don't worry. So I got the Moto 360 watch, which I think is about to go on sale here, or it has just gone on sale here. That's for a little while. It's actually not bad. It's probably one of the nicer looking Android-based smartwatches. The only thing is you need to connect it to an Android phone at the moment. There is talk that at some time in the near future it is going to be able to connect to an iOS device. But
nice.
The Moto 360, it's basically a fancy way to get notifications on your wrist.
Yeah.
So it's going to buzz whenever you get one of those little notifications in the top bar on your Android phone. You still need a phone for this one. You still need a phone to actually interact with that, though.
Do you think that this whole iWatch thing is going to take off? Do you think they're going to be a big seller?
At this, you know what? I think the actual protocol, the platform, the Android Wear interface, I think at this stage is still in that let's see where it goes phase. So, like, they've created the tools and a lot of the functions behind it. The hardware is being left somewhat up to the manufacturers to find out how they want to use it. And I think that when the Apple Watch comes out, it's going to really change that again, because they're going to have things in there that they don't have in the Android watches yet. And we often see that with a lot of the Apple releases. The Android will catch up, and vice versa. They'll sort of switch things between themselves.
Yeah, there was a story that we covered on the Aussie Mac Zone last Tuesday, and it was something about some analyst predicted that the iWatch, which apparently you're not allowed to call it an iWatch, it's supposed to be an Apple Watch. I'm not sure why they've kicked the I off. But anyway, the Apple Watch, and they reckon, analysts are saying that it's going to, in the first quarter or whatever, it's going to be like selling about 10 billion. The income from it will be 10 billion revenue from it. So they're predicting it's going to go crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it will go crazy. It's not my thing. I won't be getting one. Not my sort of thing. I like traditional watches, just the standard.
Well, look, since I got a phone, I've taken my watch off. I don't have one. So
there's a lot of that. I know a lot of people like that.
So you'd be a watch person, Steve? You'd be going to get
one?
No,
I did exactly the same as you guys. It's exactly the same as you. When I got my smart device, I didn't need a watch. And now I've got a watch again.
Yes. So the only time I want to watch is when I'm in the pool or something, so you can see what the time is. So are you going to? Do you think that the Apple Watch, say, is something that could grow on you, or you think, good for a gadget and a bit of a buzz, but I'll put it aside?
It might grow on me at the third iteration of it, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think it's still in that new. The whole idea of the wearable smartwatch is still in that new sort of gadgety phase.
Yeah. Stage.
And
once it gets some traction and gets some useful apps,
LG, I think they're still trying to see Yeah, I
And
think they're
I'll
still trying to
think about it.
playing around with concepts and seeing.
Waterproof for me. There's no point in getting a watch that isn't waterproof. Every watch I have, and I have
Yeah.
quite a few, they're all waterproof. I can go in the ocean with them. I can go in the pool. I can go in the shower. Because I hate if I've got a watch on, I hate taking it on and off. If I take it off, I
Yeah.
won't put it back on. Forget it.
Yeah, these ones are definitely not waterproof.
Right.
So-
Well, I won't be wearing it.
So, because the other issue for me is like say charging. You know, like every
Yeah.
night you've got to take it off to charge.
Yeah, so the Moto 360 has a one of those wireless chargers, like a little housing dock you fit it into, which is kind of annoying when you're. So when I was on the plane, 15 hours, I had to carry it with me on the plane to plug it into one of my quick chargers
Right.
to be able to charge the watch. It lasts about 10 to 12 hours, so the battery on this one's pretty good. I know, but the more functionality you add into some of the Samsung watches, you start to lose that much time.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You got everything running in the background, and it's like a normal.
Yeah.
It's not like a normal watch where analog battery sitting there, because all you do is those second hands really don't take up much energy. But but when you got something like that, it just sucks the life out of it.
The good thing was though, while I was on the plane, I opened up my Android Studio and basically built my own theme. So I was able to change
Nice.
the watch to what I want. Of course, yeah, I had to do that.
What else are you going to do on the plane?
You can change it around to whatever you want. So
Yeah. So remember those old analog watches, if you can, that they used to wind themselves? Like, why can't they put that technology in these watches?
Yeah, I think the different moving parts, the different parts. You know what it is. What's the best source of energy in the world that's abundant, slightly dangerous, but lasts forever?
I don't know, the sun,
Go
uranium.
nuclear, hello.
Yeah.
Plutonium straight in the watch there. You're laughing.
You'd never get through the airport.
Your arm would fall off, but hey.
Yeah, it probably would
Well,
too. Yeah,
there's
sorry.
always thorium. Thorium's cold fusion, and it was debated back in the 50s when they were looking at nuclear.
But no one's busted really cold. That's a tough. What's a tough nut to crack?
Thorium works.
Yeah, I know that works, but the concept of cold fusion is that when it's done properly, it can actually it's as powerful as nuclear, but as safe as coal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very tough to get it. Someone will get it one day. Then I just in my car.
Yeah.
It's a transfer.
Yeah. So so that's all right. So a little watch. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to work for me, but we'll wait until
We'll
they
wait
come
and see.
out.
I'll be very interested to see how things go. Definitely, I'll be watching it very closely.
Now, what you could do is you can take your little watch on your hand. You can walk down the street. You pass a telephone booth, and you go, a Wi-Fi hotspot. So apparently, Telstra has offered a free trial of the first 1,000 Wi-Fi hotspots. Telstra customers and non-customers alike will get free access to the first 1,000 spots, switched on as part of a limited trial of the telco's $100 million national Wi-Fi network. Now, let me see if I've got a graphic here for this one. I probably do have somewhere. Now, apparently all
You've got your phone boxes there.
There.
See your phone boxes there, but I suppose those phone boxes might as well be used for something.
Well, yeah, that's right. There's so many getting pulled out, isn't there? They're just not getting used.
I hardly see them. I haven't seen a phone box in a long time.
Telstra in May announced plans to invest more than $100 million into this network, involving 8,000 Telstra-built hotspots in public phone booths around the country, and 1.9 million Wi-Fi access points provided by its customers. So this is, I suppose, interesting. Is it like the 1.9 million Wi-Fi access points provided by customers would be, so you're walking down the street, and then you come and send someone, you're getting Wi-Fi from someone's home. They've set aside a certain amount of bandwidth that you can access from their home on your device. So already, like, you could see, because when Steve, you mentioned about, you can have PayPal pay someone to buy Wi-Fi. This would be a competitor already. So is this where it's going?
Well, hang
Fantastic.
on. Does that mean that I could attach something to my Wi-Fi and people can pay me if they want to?
Well, the Telstra version... Oh, is that right, Steve? Sorry.
Yeah, that's the app that... Oh,
Yeah.
Right,
called
okay.
Oh.
Because I know on this trial, for example, I go to regional Queensland at January each year, for example, and I don't want to pay for hotel Wi-Fi or whatever. So, but there's a hotspot close by. I can log into that using my credentials, my home credentials, and I'm just using my own data. Right? That's part of this, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how the Telstra one works. That's right. Yeah,
yeah, that's how the Telstra one works. So I can use my own data anywhere in Australia, so I don't have to walk around with a 4G dongle or whatever. See, that's what I like the idea of that, because the network, the internet connections in hotels are generally pretty crappy.
Yeah. But other than that, Eric, you could always, if you're going to, where'd you say you were going? Western Queensland.
Regional Queensland.
Regional Queensland.
North.
Well, you could look for your nearest and local loon. Apparently, the loons are out.
Oh, the loon. Yeah, well, see, that's the other one.
They're out and about. Google's released another one into the atmosphere. Its mission is to bring internet to regional areas of the world via.
So how does that work? And how high is this loon?
Well, I can tell you from what I've got here. So Google is going to kick off a 20 balloon trial with Telstra in Queensland. The Google Project Loon officially commenced in New Zealand last year when the company launched 30 balloons in the skies above Canterbury in the South Island. Now, I saw a loon when I think it was before I was going to the US myself. And, call me a nervous flyer, but I was just checking Flight Radar 24 all the time. And I saw these fun...
It was a UFO, did you, mate?
I thought so, yeah. I had to run inside, and I saw the loons. What turned out to be loons, so that they're out there. So the project uses solar-powered balloons operating about 20 kilometres above the Earth's surface to create a wireless network, offering users equivalent speeds of a 3G network. So that's fast enough for most things.
That'll work if it's in regional Australia. That's perfect because. I'm off to Port Douglas in January, so,
Just look for your local loon. Yeah. So the balloons... Yeah?
The only thing is with this project is I think they're going to find it's a bit up in the air.
Good one. Now, the balloons, which span about 15 metres in diameter, carry 10 kilograms of equipment, operated by adjusting their altitude based on wind direction and atmospheric layers. Users of the service connect to the internet through a dedicated antenna attached to their premise, which communicates with the balloon network and back onto a ground station, acting as the point of interconnect.
Well, that's good for the farmers. Not so good for me. I don't want to go out for lunch and have an antenna stuck to my head.
No, you can just put it down on the back of your shirt, so it just pop out above.
It would be like having a mobile phone of 25 years ago.
Well, we've got to start somewhere. Now, Project Loon. Trial in Queensland as first reported by the Australian, blah, blah, blah. Telstra we'll see Telstra provide Google with access to its 2.6 gigahertz spectrum and terrestrial base station. That's about all really in that story. So, look out above. 20K. Would you be able to see 20K into the sky? No, you would be.
On a good night, maybe.
Yeah, 20K. That's how high do planes fly? They're about 10, 11.
Double that.
The international go 40.
40K? No, that's
40,000 feet.
40,000.
Yeah.
Is it 40,000 feet? Not metres, is it?
So how many? It's about 11,000 metres. 13,000 metres?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. So these would be... Well, I suppose it makes sense. They'd have to be higher than the planes, wouldn't they?
Hang on, but they said 20 kilometres above the Earth's surface.
Yes.
Not 20,000... Not 20 kilometres from Earth. So that's quite a long way up. That's in satellite. That's in the... That's in the... what do you call it?
Stratosphere.
The stratosphere, where the satellite, the orbit.
Yeah,
it's
right.
a satellite orbit.
So it's 20.
You might see because you see satellites moving across pretty quickly sometimes.
So 20 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Yeah.
Well, it's about it's 60,000. Let me think. It's about 80,000 feet to the what you call atmosphere. Right, the planes fly at 40,000. Some fly at 50. So it's quite a way up.
It's up there. It's up there, all right.
It's up near the moon.
Yeah, look out, moon. So that's interesting, isn't it? So they can sprout down your 3G from 20K up in the sky. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Google's doing
the satellites are up there anyway, the 3G satellites, so it's no different.
Yeah, Google's doing a lot of research and stuff, aren't they? They're pretty good. They're going all right. Now another story about Google. Geez, rolling these stories into each other. Google rents the world's biggest digital billboard in Times Square. So Google,
why?
Because they got too much money. They just got. Yeah, Google has
because Google.
That's right. They Google. They put ships in the harbours and all this stuff. Google has become the first company to rent the world's largest and most expensive digital billboard in New York, Times Square, New York. Apparently, it's 8 stories high. That's pretty high. Yeah, estimated to cost around about 2.5 US million, and they're going to hire it for 4 weeks. The billboard is 8 stories high. Bad. Yeah, and it estimated to cost 2.5 million to hire. So 2.5 million to hire for 4
But what
weeks.
are they putting on it?
The screen, which is the size of a football field, is mounted on the side of the Marriott Marquis Hotel. The new billboard was turned on Tuesday evening and will show a nature-inspired digital art piece for a week. So there's 750 million gone, or whatever, 750,000. And it will show after a week. It will show Google ads. So I wonder what sort of Google ads. Surely not just stationary ads.
Just pop-ups.
Text ads.
It depends what you're searching for.
Yes. I wonder what.
Just pop-up ads. You'll be driving along past Times Square and this thing will just pop up in front of your windscreen.
Like a HUD.
Yeah, that's right. Just to give you the irrits.
Hundreds of. I'll
And
tell
then
you. Yes. Sorry.
And then when you have an accident, they'll come up and say need an insurance company or need a repairer.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's probably good interaction, isn't it? So, because I don't know about you guys living in Sydney, you probably do have these billboards, but we've got now up here on the Gold Coast, we've got billboards on the say the overpass, right? They're big electronic things. They're huge. And they're
be safe.
And they're bright at night. Yeah, that's right. And like you can see this billboard. So as you're going, they're on the overpass. On the overpass, you go under it, and the overpass goes over, obviously. So as you're going under it, you can see this sign. I reckon from about 2 kilometres away. Yeah, you can't see actually what it is, but as you get closer, and it depends on what it is, because it is so bright and so big, your eyes do gaze up.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and you're taking your eyes off the road. I think it's very dangerous. Anyway. Who am I to change
Listen
things?
to you old fart.
Yeah, I know. Who am I to change things, eh? Now, the screen is also connected to cameras, allowing for interactive content. There you go, Steve.
There's probably about 30,000 cameras in there just watching everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, Google likes watching here.
Yeah, they do. They like watching.
Watching there.
One big Google blast.
Yes. All right. Eric, did you have anything else? I think we might be coming towards the end.
I think that is all.
Steve, how are you going? Have you got anything else to talk about? Or you
I think I'm good.
Yeah? When's Battle Hack next year? Same time? Around the same place?
Battle Hack
Yeah.
for next year?
Yes. Yeah, same sort of time frame?
I can't say yet. But there'll be an announcement coming out next week.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't want to get any.
Don't give it away.
No, I didn't want to get any exclusives or anything. All right.
It's we're just crossing off the finals.
Yep.
Now I've been planning for the last 2 weeks. So.
Oh, yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Soon.
Yeah, soon. Now, so you're going. Sorry.
It is definitely coming to Australia next year.
Nice.
Again.
Nice. Good. I think that's excellent. I'd like to see some of these. Well, I would say probably the top, those 14 projects that were created in that room. Probably each one of those projects are probably viable to be produced publicly and mass produced. I'd say they were all probably pretty good.
Funny you should mention that because so the boys from Sydney, the gearbox, the thing that they actually won with Sydney, the sports utility box that they put in parks with sports equipment, and you use their mobile app to rent the sports equipment from it, pay by PayPal, of course. They're actually launching that in 2 councils very soon. Actually, working with them at the moment to do their press release stuff. But yeah,
Right.
they're actually rolling that into production. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it is full steam ahead for them.
How would they? I know this is not your project, I know, but how would they say make sure that the soccer ball was returned? Like, did you have to put a deposit in or something?
Yeah, there's a deposit left when you do the app, so it can actually, if you don't take it back, it just charges you for the actual for the thing you didn't return.
Yeah, right. So would it be like you have some sort of identifiable electronic device in it or something where it sort of would scan as you put it back in, and it will just go? Bing?
Yeah, I actually don't know what they went with, but originally they were talking about using NFC. But there was a few things they were looking at, be it weight, NFC, and also OCR. So
Right. Okay. Cool. And so, what do you get up to on your time off before you go back to the US? Just R&R.
Sleep.
Yes.
Wait, there's time off now? No,
Yeah.
I've actually
Someone told what
been
time off?
working.
Yeah.
Time off?
Yeah.
No, there's
Planning.
things I have to do between events. So I'm planning for next lot of events. I'm submitting white papers for events next year. I'm doing all my admin. So I've got I occur a
Paperwork.
couple of expenses here and there.
Yeah. Yes.
And so yeah, there's always something.
Yeah. And sorry, when do you fly out, and what were you doing again this coming US trip?
It's actually like an internal conference.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Sweet. And weather in San Fran, that's getting a bit cool now, I'd imagine.
It was actually
That's why
getting
they're
quite
going to
cold.
Miami, mate.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got colleagues in Chicago as well. Well, that's where the Braintree head office is, and one of the engineers from Australia was over there this week, and he said it's snowing.
Oh,
So
jeez.
yeah,
It's
you,
-2
the-
or something.
Could you just give
the
us
cold's coming.
a quick, say, a definition of what Braintree is, please?
Yep. So it's a back-end merchant gateway that allows you to accept PayPal, credit card, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, and Apple Pay directly into your app website. And in as little as 12 lines of code, it is ridiculously easy and so quick to integrate, and super cool. Yeah,
So,
that's kind of it.
so Braintree. So this little 12 lines of code essentially is
Yep.
Braintree.
Yes, yeah. So, well, Braintree, the back-end process, the 12 line of code is just how you integrate it
Right,
using
okay,
the V.0 SDK.
Right. So anyone planning on doing a e-commerce site, check that out.
Yeah,
Nice.
most definitely.
Yeah.
And we're working on integrations into WordPress. Magento is close, although it is reportedly in Magento 2 when that does get released, and I do not have a date for that.
Won't be in Magento Go.
Yeah.
Won't be.
So, hey?
Won't be in Magento Go.
No, because Go has
Gone. It's gone. All right. All right. Lovely. Good work. All right. I think that's about it. So thanks very much for coming on, Steve. And I know you're pretty tired. You only just got back home. So yeah, appreciate your attendance. Very good. Thank you. And
Thank you.
thank you, Eric. Thanks for coming
No
in.
problem,
as
sir.
usual.
Thanks for having me on.
And Will and Jace should be back next week, hopefully, having a week off for a bit of R&R themselves. So good work, boys. All right, so until next episode, we'll say goodbye and see you soon. Bye-bye.
See you all.
Bye.